How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Shinjuku in Tokyo, Japan. This is my favourite place in all of Tokyo. And one of the reasons why is because there is the best camera store, my favourite camera store in the world, probably. Let's go take a look at Yodabashi. Now, Shinjuku is a massive place, so you need to make sure that you come to the right area. Every side of the station is pretty much like a different city almost. So make sure you look up on Google Maps, or Apple Maps actually is pretty good for transport options in Tokyo, and find yourself at Yodabashi. There are 5 independent floors just for camera equipment, and Yodabashi Camera is one of 10 buildings in the Yodabashi range in this area. How insane is that? This is what we're looking at today. Look at that, graphite. Oh. But yeah, these ones are just like clean lines, aren't they? So this store has on the ground floor all of their cameras, and then on the second floor all of their cameras again. And now we've got another floor all about lighting. Tripods, bags and other accessories. Actually no, this is just tripods. For whoever it was who asked where Ellie's strap is from, this is the one and this is how much it is. So yeah, hope you're still watching. That's right.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for the silver one. Alright, it's a bit of a massive fail there. I think the guy got a little bit confused with his words when he said congratulations. What he actually meant was, unfortunately, there's none in stock. So, yeah, I have to try again, maybe Amazon.co.jp, or maybe Bic Camera. There's another camera store. It's a shame though, because Yodabashi is my favourite store. Would have been nice to have bought it from there, but...
You said sold out all over Japan.
All over Yodabashi.
Japan.
Yodabashi, Japan.
Japan.
They might have some in Bic. We're in Bic Camera now, and the guy's just gone to go see if it's in stock. He asked me, black or silver? Okay. He got one.
I'm happy.
Yes, I am happy. From round the corner to nothing to here with camera. So Bic Camera had one in stock, and here is a little tip for you. If you are buying cameras in Japan and you are a foreign national, bring your passport and you'll get the tax rebate at the time of purchase. So that's 8% tax off your purchase. Also, if you pay with Visa or MasterCard, you will get a further 6% off. So you can actually get it a lot cheaper. All in all, it's pretty great to buy camera equipment in Japan. From the source, it's a lot cheaper, and you get your discounts. And they have them in stock. Sorry for all you at home trying to get an X100, because I know they're sold out for months. Oh, Shinjuku, I love you. And you, Ellie, don't you worry. So we're now going to head back home. I'm going to unbox this camera, and I'm thinking I may also set it up as like a Facebook Live or something. So I'll keep thinking on that whilst I'm on the train home. It's currently rush hour, so it's going to be pretty busy. But whatever, I'm in a good mood. now in the Nihon-ma, which is the Japanese room. You may have seen this in one of my previous videos. In fact, I think it's the most watched video on my channel, and it's the recent purchases from Japan. So go and check that out. That'll be linked in the description from last year. I'm actually planning to do another one this year, which this camera is going to be included in. So for this part of the video, I'm just going to include the camera that I bought today, and I'm going to unbox it, and let's have a look. One thing that is very nice across all of Japan is every time you buy something, they'll always tape up your bag so it's never going to open, it's not going to get in a mess or anything when you're on the train. They're just so thoughtful and so aware of situations. I love Japan. Woo. So here it is, the Fujifilm X100F. Now first of all, you may be wondering, why have you gone for the Fujifilm X100F? You've been testing out the X-T2, the X Pro 2, you've been doing all sorts of stuff, you use a Canon 7D, blah 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 blah. Essentially, I've wanted a Fujifilm X100 for probably about 3 or 4 years now. Contemplated getting the T when that came out, or the S, whichever one came first. And then the F came out earlier this year, and the X100 itself has been around since 2010, I think it is. And I love the idea of having a super powerful camera that is very, very simplistic and is great for travel and street photography. There's no mess of extra lenses, it's discreet, it's small. It's just a camera that you can just have with you in your bag at all times. So this is why I've gone for this. I think this is going to be perfect for some of my travel that I've got coming up, because I'm with friends. I'm not going to be going kind of like all out on pro gear, taking that with me. I'd just love to have a camera that I can just have with me all the time, that is nice and discreet. Second to that, as you know, I've been using Fujifilm a lot recently, and I love their cameras. I really love their cameras for photography. I'd love to buy an X-T2 and some other stuff, but if I were to do that, it makes my Canon 7D almost immediately redundant. That doesn't need replacing, so kind of seems a bit silly to buy that. Secondly, the X-T2 is so much more expensive. I personally can't afford that right now, so that's another thing. But I would still love to have a Fujifilm camera, and it is so much cheaper to buy it here in Japan. So this, as you may have noticed earlier, came to, I think it was 132,000 yen. Now that is around £920 at today's post-Brexit exchange rate. Back home, this retails for around £1,300. So almost immediately I've saved a lot of money just by buying it in Japan because of the tax rebate and the Visa discount as well, or MasterCard discount, whichever you pay with. This is something that I've been able to do for now. I'd love to get other Fujifilm equipment, you know, in the future, but I'm already rambling. I don't need to justify it. I want this camera. I want to use this camera. Let's have a look what's in this box. So let's not do anything embarrassing like drop it. So it is an X series camera. Got the nice X branding there. So they'll stamp your warranty card whilst you're in Japan, and they will also stamp a little slip that goes into your passport. So make sure you do hold on to that. Don't take it out when you go to leave the country, because when you come to customs, they need to check through everything that you've purchased to make sure that you have legitimately bought it, and that's why you are getting the rebate. Likewise, you will also need to carry your goods with you on the plane. You can't put it in your checked luggage, because if they do need to examine it, they'll need to see that you actually have the product. It's also a good idea to open it and actually use it rather than taking it in a sealed box. It's still your personal item, but if you've opened it and used it, there's a less chance that you are someone who is looking to sell it on back home for tax gain. I mean, I'm immediately going to be using this. Oh baby, look at this. Straight to it, let's have a look. Hajime Mishita X100F. It is beautiful. Like, is that not a solid camera design or what? Just look at that. I mean, this feels so great. I mean, obviously I've been playing with it in the store, but in the store it feels very used and there's a lot of cables in the way, but having it on its own like this, oh man, like, woo, I am looking forward to using this. Now, of course, I've mentioned this loads of times, the equipment isn't what, you know, takes great photos, it's the person who is using it. However, it is so important to have a camera that inspires you, a camera that you feel comfortable shooting, a camera that you know how to use, a camera that kind of fits that situation that you're using it in. If I want to get into street photography a lot more than I already have, there is sort of a requirement, or not so much a requirement, but there is a benefit to having a camera that is a lot smaller, a lot more discreet. This is such a friendly looking camera. People may even think that I'm just some tourist, you know, taking a happy shot or something with this, whereas if I get out my 7D and my 24-70, it's a huge setup. People assume that it's kind of a little bit press related, a bit paparazzi, and they're like, oh, where's this picture gonna go? Whereas this, you know, it's just a holiday snap. What they don't realize is that the quality of this is just as good, if not better, than a DSLR. So yeah, oh, look at that. So what else comes in the box? So we get a Slimline Strap. I may or may not be using this. I was thinking about getting a strap for that camera. I didn't really find any that I was like massively keen on in the store. And the ones I was looking at were probably around £80 if my exchange rate was correct, and that's quite expensive for a strap. So we'll wait on that. We have a standard Japanese, or I think this would also work in the US, charger. Nice thing with the X100F is it now uses the same batteries as what's in the XT2, the XT10, 20, and all of those. So I can share that same charger with Ellie's XT10. We got a USB cable, and we have the one battery. Let me just check there isn't one. Nope. Okay. So it comes with the one battery, which is why I also purchased an additional battery. So we'll have two now, and that should be enough for most days. I'm pretty sure you can also charge this over USB, and I do have a portable power bank as well. So the two batteries will probably do me fine for most of the days when I'll be out shooting with this. Yeah, so that is everything in the box. So I'm now going to go and set this up and have a play around with it. Make sure you go and check out some of my future videos. So I'm actually going to go through in more detail on using this. I'm going to do some street photography vlogs whilst I'm here in Tokyo, and when I go back to London in a few weeks' time, and other things. Also, I'm going to be doing another video from right here at the end of the month of all of the recent tech and the purchases and things that I would have picked up whilst I've been in Japan. That's going to be coming at the end of the month. I'm really looking forward to making that one. And yeah, I hope you enjoy watching it like with the last ones. Oh, one final thing. So I'm actually not going to be making travel vlogs on this channel anymore. I'm going to be doing them on the Jelly Journeys channel, which is the secondary one linked up with the blog. So if you want to see some of the behind the scenes, like actual travel and the lifestyle stuff, then hop on over to Jelly Journeys and go and subscribe to that channel, turn on notifications, and you'll get updates on when we're posting our travel stuff. That includes like locations we're going to, food, and just general like non-camera related things. So I'm going to keep this channel specific to travel and photography combined, whereas the other ones would be a little bit more relaxed and more travel based, similar to the previous videos I've made. I'm just not going to do it on this channel. So hopefully I've made that clear enough. Go and subscribe to Jelly Journeys if you want to catch more of the travel related and travel specific content. Cool. So yeah, if you want to see more photography stuff, subscribe to this channel, give it a massive thumbs up, and I will speak to you again soon. Catch you later. Bye bye.